Previously on Aethernaut. The Aethernaut was figuring out the intricacies of the black cubes, that which can be used to transmit power from ether cubes, depending on what's plugged into the machines that transmit it. Right. Looks like you're going to need to go back and forth here. Yes. And also make sure that you point the projector in that direction towards the end. Yes, this will work better if you hold the door for yourself. Okay. Yes, you're going to need that. And that. Yes. And then we have the next part of this. It would help if you had... well, you switch between light, shadow, then light again, while also moving the projector. Although, you might want to reset the temporal duplicates before you enact that. Oh, yes. There's also that to consider. Okay, it's a little more complicated than I anticipated, but I had some of the right ideas regarding this.
Do not abandon us. Use the light to empower us. Let us live in peace.
You're the only one who can choose now. Who should be saved and who shouldn't. I don't know how long I have left.
Well, we have a number of different... How many is it? Okay, just one more test chamber to take care of. Well, a lot of switching around was needed to get here. Let's hear it, then.
This is the last recorded log on the ship made by the Tarragon captain. The Co have breached the core and are filling the ship. I have sealed myself in my chambers, but I know it won't be long until I vanish as well. I've set the ship on a collision course with a nearby planet, which will bury the Co forever. So ends the Tarragon. World conquerors, defeated by a bit of mist.
Yes, you need to go back and forth between this reality and the other, swapping cubes and other things just to get to the last one. Speaking of which, I think it might be a good idea to head over there and get to the last Aether cube. As Dr. Cornell said, not much time remains. And that's why you were sent here in the first place. As a last hope. But the question is, what are you the last hope of? Well, however this goes, we'll find out soon enough, won't we? Because the time of reckoning will arrive.
That's it. The last experiment in the construct is shut down, thanks to you. You can't avoid the choice any longer. Your final task is now inevitable. Access the core and shut it down.
Well, You heard him. Head over there.
Bring us the light.
This is it. The experiment where everything began for us. And this is where it ends for you. Beyond those doors is the core. You'll need to bring a shadow cube into that room and place it into the device. I have faith in you.
Why that cube in particular? Yes. At the start of this, yeah, you're going to need to keep a door open in order to make any progress here. That one, for example. I'd put it in front of, yeah, that door. When you switch it back to lights, and then back to time again, in order to guess what's inside there. That is what I call a good start. Yes, I'd pick up everything out of this room. You'll need to make use of all of it in order to figure out what to do. Yeah, you might want to get one of the dollies in here. That's where you can make sure that you can actually get into that part of the test chamber. Or you could do that. That works as well. But you still need to Yes, you still need to get... Yes, how about you do that? Yes, that will keep both those doors open. Then there's the issue of moving the projector over. Although, the Shadow Cube, there might be another way. I mean, you collected all that ether. What could be done with this all? Yes. That's something to think about. Yeah. It would work better if you had some form of object to use. How about that kind of cube? Yes, I know you're doing it in an inefficient way, but that's not important. The important part is you get through this. Although I question the necessity of the Shadow Cube. Could there be another way of doing this? As I suspect that the Shadow Cube isn't something that's of any benefit to the Co's existence.
You must not fall to his poison words. Bring a light Aether Cube to the machine so we can finally live.
This is the core, though I'm certain that you had pieced that much together already. Place your Shadow Cube into the slot, and this will all be over.
Well, nice of you putting that Shadow Cube away, and... now this is new. There's an orange cube? Well, I suspect that might have a better outcome. Well, I've checked the other possibilities and...
You, what have you done?
I'm getting some strange readings here. Did you feed the core with raw aether? The storm is going crazy. It's tearing the bunker apart.
We cannot control ourselves. This is too much.
I'm reading concentrated Co from every direction. I can't even measure the result. My body... Is this what vanishing feels like?
We are becoming one with everything.
Where? Who are we?
We are the Co.
No. We are Cornell.
We have become a single entity.
Now we share every thought and every memory.
We have never known a physical form. Your hunger, your desires, every limit imposed upon you.
We are flawed, but there is so much more to us.
Your passion, your dedication, your love. Where we exist, you live.
We make mistakes, and we learn.
We are different.
We understand the complex harmony of the Co Collective. These voices, they are the vanished.
The Tarragon, the Spachi, the Maddox, your organic soul, and your people as well.
So many people have used you, and so have we.
Now they are all a part of us.
We don't want to be Co.
We only seek peace. All the Co have rejoined into a full collective. We can return to our home. Each individual will be free to make one final choice. To live among the Co or return to their lives.
And the Aethernaut?
The Aethernaut will make their own choice. To follow us or remain.
I choose to return to my own body.
Then we shall let you go. Farewell, Cornell.
I have a question for you. What is it that defines us as individuals? Is it our species? Our gender? The color of our skin? Is it our thoughts? Our beliefs? How we see the world? Our actions and accomplishments? Is it our family? Our friends? The people who know us and who will remember us once we've passed? Tell me, what is it that truly defines you? To whomever is listening, I'd like to say a few words about the man who changed the world. The Aethernaut never sought fame or glory, and would rather see their actions live on, even if they themselves were forgotten. He believed that love can be true, and that we can establish a genuine connection with our soulmates. The Aethernaut was loyal to their family, to a fault, and would defend their loved ones no matter the cost. He made it a point to try to be happy, believing that happiness should be a core purpose in anyone's life. The Aethernaut believed in equality among living beings, and refused to sacrifice some so that others may survive. He was not a risk taker, preferring to take things safely and avoid losing too much in the process. Truth was very important to the Aethernaut, no matter the consequences or hard feelings which resulted from that knowledge. He believed in free will, and that every decision he made was his personal choice, and thus assumed the consequences. Above all, the Aethernaut worked to help us, because they believed that despite our terrible mistakes, we could be redeemed. As I record this, the Aethernaut is likely the last person I'll ever interact with. He listened to me at my worst, but kept pushing through his duties. I have an immense respect for what they have accomplished. To anyone listening to this now, know that your presence is made possible because of one person's actions. Thank you, Aethernaut.
Why have you abandoned us? Abandoned us.
Thank you, Aethernaut, the savior of the world, and I don't even know your name. It was always going to be too late for me, but I prefer to believe that Kenna is still out there and that he can now be safe, along with his family. If you ever meet them, tell them that I believe.
Okay, I'll skip past the initial parts of this and show you the rest. As in, what is needed to get to the other endings that are possible from this final test chamber. Let's see, we have what I would argue as the best ending, then the Shadow Cube ending, which I don't think is a good one, certainly not for the Co. There's 3 more to go.
place a light cube into the machine and we will be unstoppable.
My readings show that you're carrying a light aether cube. This is very important. You need to go back to get a shadow cube instead. Otherwise you'll doom all of us. So, you've chosen to go against us after all that we've been through. I guess in the end, I really couldn't save anyone. Soon, I'll vanish like everyone else into the aether. And maybe you're right. Maybe it's for the best. Kana, I'm coming home.
Thank you for helping us. We will never forget what you have done. We will soon rejoin.
Yeah, that ending wasn't much better, as it resulted in complete genocide of the human race. Right, let's get to the next one, then. I've tried Shadow, Light, Pure Aether. Let's see what happens when a time cube is inserted. Oh yes. And with the last test chamber, I did need to do auto solve with that one due to a bug that makes the projectors in that one point downwards, and so make the puzzle unsolvable. It was also necessary for me to, well, get to the last recording, which was quite revealing, and showed the Terrigen for what they are, or rather what they were. Those that wanted more. Yeah, and that did not end well for them, did it? Also, there is a bug that randomly shuts off the dolly portals whenever you put a black cube in them. And this is irrespective of them being in a combination that would actually shut them off. For example, it works if there's green with shadow, green with blue, blue and shadow. Those are the combinations that work, and yet it still gets cut off regardless. Well, mainstream developers have done worse when it comes to certain games. Although, well, you would have thought that they could do some more testing regarding these and try to fix before releasing the product. Yes. Looks like it might be necessary to mess around with time. Oh wait. Yes. That's good work. Okay, I think I've said what needs to be said about this game. It's certainly entertaining. I'll admit at least that much. Even with its flaws. Yeah. I think you can see the problem. Okay, I'll stay quiet until we get to the last ending, which I can say with quite some confidence that it's the worst. There's no getting around that.
turn back time. That is a dangerous choice.
Is that a time cube I see you carrying right now? We haven't tested for that possibility. I don't know what the consequences will be.
What are you doing?
Is that... Did you just place a time cube into the core? I see. If we send the code to the first moment the core was activated, we can prevent any of this from happening. But it also means you'll have never existed.
We will honor your sacrifice and stop the Terragon.
I don't know what'll happen to us. Aether saved my people after the war, but I'm sure we'll come out of this stronger than ever.
You have found a path which will help us all. The code will never forget you.
Thank you, Aethernaut, for finding a way to save us all.
From redeeming a single mistake to... well, you'll see what I mean.
Bring us the light.
This is it, the experiment where everything began for us. And this is where it ends for you. Beyond those doors is the core. You'll need to bring a shadow cube into that room and place it into the device. I have faith in you. What are you doing? That's the exit. You have to turn back.
We need your help. Do not abandon us.
You're the last Aethernaut. Please don't abandon us now.
You have sacrificed us all for nothing.
So at the last minute, you're just giving up on us. I hope your golem body lasts for a long, long time. Enjoy your solitude.
We will never forget your cowardice.
Well, that's it for Aethernaut. Until next time. Hail the rabbit!